For Narayan never mixes with the gopis, nor with the Nadiya Nagaris. Krishna's pastimes with the gopis are only possible with his Swayam Roop. And here, Vrindavan Das Thakur's language is very covered. This is the meaning of Kavya. And all of the Gaudiya Mahajans wrote their confidential pastimes under the guise of Kavya. Kavya means that they're describing the Ras in such a way that only the Rasik Bhaktas will be able to understand his statements, and those who are not meant to understand such things, they won't. They'll read over these, but they'll read over these parts and they won't understand the deep inner purport. And that, and the Mahajans wrote in that way on purpose, because only the persons who are really intent on understanding the Lord in this way will. And those who are not interested in this feature, or those who don't have the adhikar to understand these things, they will never understand them. And that's why at the end he doesn't address him as Gauranga, he addresses him as Vaikuntha's Nayak, the Lord of Vaikuntha, who is Vishnu. And Vishnu never mixes with the Braja Gopis. It's not possible. The Gopis aren't attracted to Vishnu, the foreign form of Narayan. Their love is only directed towards Krishna. Similarly, the love of the Nadiya Nagaris is not directed towards Vaikuntha's Nayak, as Vrindavan Das Thakur is referring to in this verse. It's directed only to Swayam Bhagavan Sri Gauranga. So everything in this verse rings true. Gauranga never, as Vishnu, never looks on the faces of the pretty Nadiya Nagaris. He carries out the Juga Dharma of Harinam Sankirtan from within Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Everything stated here thus rings true, for Narayan never mixes with the gopis, nor with the Nadiya Nagaris. This is only possible for Rasik Shekhar Swayam Bhagavan. And it is the Juga Avatar who descends from Narayan, who here is said to be acting within Mahaprabhu. This is confirmed in the previous Caitanya Charitamrita slokas, where Gauranga states, I shall perform such amazing pastimes, meaning Porakiya Ras, that cannot appear even in Vaikuntha. So, his activities with the Nadiya Nagaris can never be enjoyed by Narayan. So, Vrindavan Das Thakur's addressing him in this way is a way of covering what he's saying. In this way, then Srila Vyasa Avatar, Sri Vrindavan Das, cleverly preserves the Prachanda feature of Gauranga's pastimes. Prachanda means hidden. In this clever way, he hides the actual meaning of what is going on here in Gauranga's pastimes, to protect the novice bhaktas or those who might vilify him for being a debauchee. He cleverly preserves the Prachanda feature of Gauranga's pastimes from both the criticism of the non-devotees and from the general devotees who lack the realization and the adhikar to take up such an intimate form of Raganuga Bhakti. Elsewhere in Caitanya Bhagavat, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur supports Gauranga's Rasaraj feature by stating, Kam lila korite jokan ichha hoy, laka ar buddha bonita se koren bijay. When desiring to perform his Kam lila, his Madhur pastimes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can defeat countless millions of pretty damsels. Caitanya Bhagavat Adi Lila 12, 137. Gauranga's secret Nadiya Bihar. Srila Narahari Chakrabarti reveals the secret feature of Gauranga's pastimes as a Devi of heaven discusses what she directly saw with an intimate friend. Acha, this Bengali is very long. I'll just read the translation. Okay? Ore, your perception is good and you are right. For I know all about Gauranga's Nagarali affairs. There's, in Narahari Chakravarti's Gaur Charita Chintamani, he's describing how Gauranga's Nagar pastimes are secret, yet there are some people who know about them and they're disclosing them. And so two Devis of heaven are peeking through the clouds, and they're watching from, seeing what's going on below in Nadia. They're talking to each other. O Ray, your perception is good and you are right, for I know all about Gauranga's Nagarali affairs too. I know all about his Nagar pastimes also. Still, I feel too shy to talk about them. But Gauranga's affairs do make me blush, for he considers, I am the Chaturaj, the king of the clever. Because my avatar is secret. My activities are secret. My gestures are secret. My conversations are secret, and so are my dancing poses. And moreover, my love with the Nadia Nagaris is secret because no one can see. Just like Vrindavan Das Thakur is also covering this. He's putting a curtain to protect the people from seeing what is going on in Gauranga's pastimes. Thus, my hands have covered the sun's rays for many days. This is how Gauranga is thinking. But can Gauranga hide his clever antics from those who are more clever? Thus, unable to understand his chaturity, his cleverness, whom shall this crippled Narahari fear? Although Nagari Bhav Siddha, Narahari Chakravarti introduces himself as blind and crippled. For such humility is natural for premik bhaktas. Yet because Gauranga's clever activities are never hidden from him, he mercifully discloses these secrets to benefit other Rasik Vaishnavas. Likewise, for those yearning to see him in that form, Gauranga Nagar will reveal himself certainly in that way, for this is his long-standing promise. Jai jatamam prapadyante tangstataiva bhajamyam. In whichever one approaches the Lord or wants to worship the Lord, he will reciprocate in that way. Bhagavan ei bakya jari satya hoy, tahole nagari gora ras pai. If this promise of Sri Bhagavan is true, then the Nagaris will attain their desired Gora Ras. But for Srila Narahari Sarkar, he has already succeeded, because even when viewing Gauranga as a saffron-clad sannyasi with shaven head, he directly sees him as the Nagar Mohan Rasaraj. Thus he exclaims, Gopinam kucha kumena nichittam basam ki ashray urunayam nindat konchana konti rasa rasika ashleshane gora bapu tasham gada karam abhimana danam rasala lamod gamam drishyate Ascharjam shoki pasya lambata guru sannyasi besha kito. He addresses him as a lompat guru, which is quite a saucy way of addressing the Lord, as the guru of all the lompats, or debachis. How amazing, Shoki! Look, just at see this lompat guru flouting a sannyasi's garb, while secretly fleeing his country Gokula. His pitambar attire turned saffron by the kumkum smears left by the gopis' breasts, and his Radha Anurag turned his eyes red. But after enjoying the Ras Leela, he stole the gopis' golden kanti to become Gora. So I'll bet that the intoxicating touch left by their sweet embraces is making him horripilate. Now, doesn't this intimate mood of Narahari sharply contrast with Vrindavan Das Thakur's? Yet both authors are Nitya Siddha Gaur Parikars. So both of these versions are irrefutable. On one hand, Vrindavan Das endeavors to protect Sriman Gaurahari's reputation, for he is the Juga avatar who appears as an exemplary teacher. Yet Narahari rebukes him like a jealous consort who reprimands Krishna when he tries to sneak back from another Sundari Ramani's Kunja. Let us now try to understand the importance of both outlooks. Vrindavan Das's approach is ideal for Vaidhi practitioners who want to establish their staunch faith in Gauranga's Bhagavat aspect. And certainly this should be kept in the forefront by the bhaktas who preach to the masses. We can remember that the Lord was always very careful to protect his reputation, especially concerning the association with women, and thus he rejected his dear associate Choto Haridas, who slightly deviated from the proper behavior of a renunciate. From this example we can learn what type of conduct the Lord expected from his devotees. Srila Narahari's mood, however, gives great internal pleasure to his Pran Balav Sri Gauranga, for such behavior controls and binds him to Narahari's prem. For Krishna admits in Caitanya Charitamrita, Priya Jari Man Kori Koriye Bartsan, Bait Stuti Hoite Taha Harim Amarmon. When some gopi chastises me with jealous loving anger, her words steal away my mind as no recital of Vedic prayers can. Indeed, these are the mellows that Sri Bhagavan always wishes to taste as the Rasika Shekhar. To go on relishing them, Krishna transferred his entire staff of Braja to the tropical land of Nadia. Therefore, Sri Vrindavan Das and Sri Narahari Sarkar's moods are both ideal advocates of the external and the internal purpose of Gauravatar. Introspective devotees will certainly honor both of these paths.